Then Krishna shared an image to bring the idea home. "Look to the tortoise," he said, "how it withdraws its limbs into its shell to protect itself. In the same way, a wise person can pull their senses away from worldly distractions, returning to their inner peace. This ability reveals their firm establishment in wisdom." But he added a caution, saying, even though a person might abstain from indulging in earthly pleasures, there may still be a lingering inner desire for them. Yet, for the one who has truly tasted the joy of the Supreme, even these cravings fade away. Finally, Krishna offered a reminder to Arjuna, saying, "O Arjuna, remember that even the wisest, with their strong judgment, are sometimes at the mercy of their restless senses. The senses are powerful and can challenge the mind, demanding constant awareness and strength." In these words, Krishna showed that the path of wisdom requires patience, courage, and the resolve to remain connected to the deep and peaceful essence within. But if someone can control their senses and keep their mind focused on me, they will remain firmly rooted in wisdom and self-control. Krishna continued his teachings, illustrating the journey of the mind and the importance of staying centered. "Picture this," he began. "When someone's thoughts constantly dwell on material pleasures, they become attached to those desires. This attachment grows and soon turns into a deep longing. But when desires go unfulfilled, frustration rises, and from this frustration, anger flares." He paused, then continued, "And from anger, the mind becomes clouded with confusion, as if lost in a thick fog. In confusion, one forgets what they have learned, losing the memory of wisdom and self-discipline. Without this memory, clear thinking fades away, and without clarity, wisdom slips further and further out of reach, setting a path toward ruin." But Krishna offered a way to navigate this perilous path, saying, "However, a person who learns to control their mind and senses, who remains free from the chains of attachment and aversion, can walk through life's challenges untouched by them. Such a soul moves gracefully, free from being pulled toward or pushed away by the world's distractions. It's in this freedom that they find the treasure of inner peace." And he spoke with a calm assurance. Once this peace is found, all suffering begins to dissolve. The mind becomes a quiet lake, undisturbed by the storms of desire or anger. In this calmness lies the gift of wisdom, a wisdom so clear that one sees the world with newfound clarity and grace. Krishna looked at Arjuna, offering him another glimpse into the mind of the wise and peaceful. He said, "Think of it this way, Arjuna. Without self-control, a person cannot gain wisdom, and without wisdom, true meditation is impossible. Without the ability to meditate, one cannot find peace, and without peace, happiness remains just out of reach, like a distant dream." Krishna then compared the wandering mind to a boat at sea, saying, "When the mind is tossed about by the senses, drawn to every passing distraction, it loses focus, much like a boat at the mercy of strong winds, pulled from its path. Without focus, the intelligence drifts, unable to hold steady on the true course." He leaned in, sharing a quiet truth. "This is why, O Arjuna, a person who can gather their senses, pulling them away from the tempting lures of the world, finds their mind firmly rooted in wisdom. In this stillness, wisdom becomes a steady flame, lighting the way." As Krishna spoke, he reminded Arjuna of the difference in perception between the wise and the ordinary. What most people consider as night, lost in distractions and unaware of higher truths, is like day to the wise sage. The sage remains alert to the depths of reality, while others, in their day of pursuits and worldly goals, are like those asleep to the true essence of life. He added, "Imagine the ocean, vast and calm, receiving countless rivers but never overflowing. So is the mind of a sage. Desires may come and go, but they don't disturb the calm within. This is the essence of true peace. Unlike those who chase endlessly after their cravings, the sage remains steady, rooted in contentment." Krishna looked deeply into Arjuna's eyes, sharing a final, powerful truth about inner peace. He said, "Arjuna, true peace comes to the one who has let go of all desires for material pleasures, who moves through life without feeling possessive or prideful, and who lives free from selfishness. This person has found a quiet contentment that cannot be disturbed." Then, with a gentle but steady voice, Krishna continued, When someone reaches this state of deep understanding and peace, they are no longer confused by life's twists and turns. If they can hold on to this state, even in their final moments, they will achieve the ultimate liberation. This is a place beyond suffering, a place of eternal peace and pure consciousness. In these words, Krishna revealed a path to freedom, one that ends in peace as vast and boundless as the soul itself.